Task number 2, setting up John the Reaper. This task is part of the John the Reaper module, which is part of the complete beginner path on TryHackMe. Setting up John the Reaper. John the Reaper is supported on many different operating systems, not just Linux distributions. As a note, before we go through this, there are multiple versions of John. The standard core distribution as well as multiple community editions, which extend the feature set of the original John distribution. The most popular of these distributions is the Jumbo John, which we will be using specific features of later. Parrot, Kali, and Attackbox. If you're using Parrot OS, Kali Linux, or TryHackMe own Attackbox, you should already have Jumbo John installed. You can double check this by typing John into the terminal. Jumbo John. You should be met with a usage guide for John, with the first slide reading John the Reaper 190 Jumbo 1, or similar with a different version number. If not, you can use sudo apt install John to install it. Black Arch. If you're using Black Arch or the Black Arch repositories, you may or may not have Jumbo John installed. To check if you do, use the following command. You should be met with an output similar to John 190 version Jumbo 15, or similar with a different version number. If you do not have it installed, you can simply use pacman as John to install it. Building from source for Linux. If you wish to build a package from source to meet your system requirements, you can do this in 5 fairly straightforward steps. Further advice on the installation process and how to configure your build from source can be found here. And you can go to the following page and read the install steps. Use git clone, right, to clone the Jumbo repo to your current directory, then change it to there, go to the source. Once you're in the directory, use .config to check the requirement dependencies and options that have been configured. If you're happy with this output and have installed any required dependencies that are needed, use the following command to build the binary of John. The binary will be in the above run directory, which can change. You can go there, right? You can test this binary using .john test. Installing on Windows. To install Jumbo John the Reaper on Windows, you just need to download and install the zipped binary for either 64-bit system or for 32-bit system. This is 64. This is 32. Answer the questions below. What is the most popular extended version of John the Reaper? Jumbo John. Task number 3, word lists. This task is part of the John the Reaper module inside the complete beginner path on TryHackMe. As we explained in the first task, in order to dictionary attack hashes, you need a list of words that you can hash and compare. Unsurprisingly, this is called a word list. There are many different word lists out there. A good collection to use can be found in SecList repo. We know that by now. There are a few places you can look for word lists on your attacking system of choice. We will quickly run through where you can find them. Parrot, Kali, and Attackbox. On Parrot, Kali, and TryHackMe Attackbox, you can find a series of amazing word lists in users share word list directory. We showed that already. Rockyou.txt, we know all of this. For all of the tasks in this room, we will be using an infamous Rockyou.txt word list, which is a very large common password word list obtained from a data breach on a website called Rockyou.com in 2009. If you are not using any of the above distributions, you can get the Rockyou.txt word list from SecList repo under passwords leak databases subsection. You may need to extract it from tar.gunzip format using tar, and then you don't actually need this. You can just gzip and Rockyou.txt. You have another one here also, another command. Now that you have our hash cracked and word lists all set up, let's move on to some hash cracking. Answer the questions below. What website was the Rockyou.txt word list created from a breach on? I mean, come on. We are celebrating 300 consecutive days. All right.